Alright, so hello, I'm Chris, and this is my adjusting front fenders video. We're not going to do 100% of it, but I'll let you know exactly when we're not going to do that one adjustment, because you got to get the car really out where you can stand back 25 feet, 30 feet, and really get this one body line straight with the front fenders on that little curve. But I'll show you that when we get there. Other than that, there is a process to get these front fenders on, and there's some things you might not know if you've never done a car like this. The number one thing you have to have done is the doors have to be adjusted 100%. Okay, I have a video on here showing you how to how to hang them, but you see that body line's real straight. Watch that video. That's how to do it. But you have to have them latched. That's the main thing. You have to have those doors latched, or you're not going to be able to do it very easily. You also want to have the bodywork perfect or done the best you can, because when you're doing these, you want the glares to match up. Very important. Alright, so one of the most important things before you start putting these front fenders on is that you want the door to be the right height. Now, I found the right height to be a loose paint stick. If this paint stick sits in there too tight, your door is not going to be high enough to give you a starting point. So go ahead and give them a loose paint stick under at the bottom when you adjust them. Just make sure you put tape all over everything. Putting them on like this, you gotta have the door open. That's the freaking most important part. First, okay, so I do this one first. I run it in almost all the way so it does not fall off and hit the freaking door. Same reason we do these two second is so it doesn't fall off. Fender's pretty much hung. Okay, so I'm gonna call the one on top bolt 1 and bolt 2. Okay, so bolt 1 is first, bolt 2 is second, just for the adjustments. Bolt 1. Bolt 2 going in, just get started. Okay, so we got that one just ran in as far as it'll go right now. Now we're going to tighten bolt number 2 to get our gap where we want it. So that looks good. It's a little big, but we're going to tweak it. Up here, it's going to be a little tighter up here. But we still have to tweak the bottom. Okay, so all we have is bolt number 2 giving us our gap close enough. Now we're gonna have to go to the bottom and tweak it, see what we can do. We're gonna have to straighten out that rocker line. Okay, so right now we're tweaking the bottom of the fender. We're gonna get the 2 bolts in there, and we're gonna kind of rough position it and tighten it, because it's gonna try to push this line up. All right, these 2. That's why you gotta have this stuff finger tight, man. If you don't have a finger tight, good luck. I mean, where you can thread it by hand. And now you're gonna tweak it, pushing it in. It's almost there. Okay, we're just gonna tighten this down snug where it don't move. When you're adjusting these, don't worry about what the hell the rocker panel line looks like. Get the damn thing adjusted here first, and then go back and tweak it. Okay, so we're just trying to match to the door right now. Okay, so we got it bolted up snug, and you see it wants to push everything back up. So we're gonna add a shim like that between the fender and the body of the car. The body shims usually just have spaces for, what is that, 7/16? Okay, so just body shims that look like this. We're gonna go ahead and put 2. I guess you would do it equally to both sides, but right now we're just trying to correct that line, so we're just gonna do it to this side. We need to put another thin one in there. Okay, so we're gonna put this thin one in there too, because see, just a little bit. Okay, we're just gonna add the same amount to the other side, whatever. Okay, as soon as you get that like that, then go ahead and tighten bolt number 1. You can't really see it in there. I wanted to just show you the steps that you're going to go through in case you have no idea, because a lot of people don't know, because a lot of people will hang these damn fenders on here and they'll just look like garbage because they don't know about that higher than a paint stick. And we'll tweak all the rocker panels, see how the rocker panel's not exactly perfect. We're not worried about that right now. You don't even see that shit. but we are going to tweak that later. But if you look at this right here, the problem is the door. The problem is the corner of the door needs to come out. It's not really that big of a deal right there, but we can fine tune that later. The point is getting the damn thing adjusted. The main adjustment's done. But see, this leads me to the point of the video where we're gonna have to stop right now. But the problem is, look right here. We got good gaps all down the door, but look how tight that is right there. This is gonna be a little bit tighter anyway, but this is a big sign, and that is a big sign in the point of the video that this line on the fender needs to come up a little bit. And this is where everybody screws up on a car. They buy new body bushings, new core support bushings. You can't see it in this freaking garage, but that front line needs to come up about 1/4 of an inch on the front on the core support, and just tweak it and raise it up, and that's going to solve all the problems. I don't know if you can see that. It's hard to notice. See how it kind of peaks up in the middle and then it goes down too far? Yeah, we're not going to be able to really notice it in the video. Okay, so when it blips that up a little bit, it's going to pull this in a little bit, tightening that gap up a little bit, and we may have to adjust bolt number 2 to pull the gap out a little bit. Those are really the most important parts of adjusting a front fender on one of these cars. Monte Carlos are even worse than this. So sorry I didn't do the whole thing, but the rest is really common sense. Just tighten everything up. The main thing is to just do it in that order, and remember to look at that line. Anyway, that's what it's looking like now. Looking pretty sharp. More videos coming. Anyway, just making these videos for anybody putting a car together or thinking about it, trying to help them out. If you liked the video, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.